Hi everyone, and welcome to the Divine Masculine message to the Divine Feminine. I'm going to get straight into the reading today because I'm in a sort of, get on with it sort of mood today. It's not often that happens to me, I tell you. But one of the things that I would say is that Spirit have been saying to me as I sat down and I put all the cards out and I did all my preparation, Spirit have been saying to me, do this differently, lay it out differently. And they've been very specific, and this is intriguing for me today. So they're wanting me to start with the Romance Angels cards, and they're wanting me to put a row down the centre. And from then, I don't know, so we're going to have to take guidance. But let's see how this develops. As I say, this is completely new. I'm going to let Spirit guide this, and this is the message that your Divine Masculine wants you to hear, Divine Feminine. Please remember it's not gender specific, so use it in the way that you will, but these are the part of our souls that have the Divine Masculine traits, okay? So Spirit, please guide the Divine Feminines, and please let us know what are the messages. What are the messages from the Divine Masculine? What does the Divine Masculine want Divine Feminine to know? Okay, so your Divine Masculine's in the mood for playfulness. It says to recapture romance, allow your inner youthful spirit to shine. Your Divine Masculine wants you to be playful. He wants you to lift your energy. He wants you to shine. He wants to be able to look at you and say, wow, look, that Divine Feminine, she's actually mine, you know? But more than that, he wants you to be happy. He wants you to be at peace. He wants you to be enjoying life. And remember that when the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine are feeling strong emotions, then it's mirrored in the other one too. You know, it's a roller coaster in that sense. Yeah, it takes a while to figure out whose energy you're actually feeling some days. I know this, as I said to you many times, if you've not joined me before, I'm also Divine Feminine. So, you know, I understand completely the position that we're all in on this twin flame journey. So Spirit, what else does the Divine Masculine want the Divine Feminine to know? Ooh, we love this. Very soon. It says clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. What's important about this is that, you know, interestingly, we had the playfulness card first, and then it's saying very soon. And, you know, Spirit is saying that you need to lift your energy, Divine Feminines. If you're feeling very down, you're feeling, you know, in low mood, you want, there's things that you want from this relationship that you're getting angry because you're not getting, then, you know, you're going to hinder it coming to you. And that's why they're saying lighten the energy here. Because if you want this romance to come back into your life, you need to be able to feel light. Because if you feel light, the Divine Masculine will also feel light. Okay, because we're mirroring the energies. And they're saying clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you now. If you're feeling foggy, or if you're saying to yourself, do you know what? If he comes back to me, I'm going to say no because he's messed me about, blah, 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 and bring all that negativity and heavy energy into the relationship, then he's not going to come forward anyway, you know, because in those words, you're pushing him away. So, you know, this is about you being very clear now what it is you want in order for the Divine Masculine to start feeling that energy, and so that he can decide whether to come in or not. Sorry, I've just realised that you're getting lots of shadow as I move my hand back. I ought to do those little, I can't do it on the table. The light's not clear enough. I was going to do you little birds and things. Anyway, sorry, distraction. Let's see what else. Spirit, what else from the Divine Masculine for the Divine Feminine, please? Chemistry. Absolutely chemistry. You know, there's a strong magnetic attraction here. So, you know, your divine masculine is feeling this chemistry, feeling it very, very strongly. What else, please, Spirit? Right, it's saying release your ex. It's saying the time has come to clear your energy. And this is what we were talking about just now. It may be that for some of you, there's still issues for you around, you know, what happened in a previous relationship, or, you know, your ex-partner may still be around you and your divine masculine may be questioning whether or not your feelings have completely dissipated about that person. But more importantly, well, not more importantly, but yeah, maybe it is more importantly, because that's what words came to me. We're talking about clearing your energy, and this is what we were talking about up here. This is why they're asking you to be playful and enjoy life, because the negative bogged down energy will not bring your divine masculine back in. So there's a very, very clear message there. But also, we mustn't lose sight of the chemistry card, because, you know, there is a magnetic attraction here that's very strong, and you are drawn together at all times. Spirit have just explained to me how they want me to do this reading. They are saying to me that they want us to look at how the divine masculine is. We'll look at that over here. But then they want us to look at what the divine masculine feels that the divine feminine is feeling at the moment. Interesting, because we've not done it like that before, but this is a very clear message from Spirit today. So let's see, where do we start? Do you want me to start with these, Spirit? Yeah, okay. So, my cards always seem to be upside down today, so I am turning them just as I shuffle. Spirit, how is the divine masculine feeling? What does he want the divine feminine to know about how he's feeling? Yeah, he's ready to move things on. He's ready to move this relationship on. And this is why he's wanting you to be playful. Let's see that you can get that in shot. Yeah. This is why he's wanting you to be playful. Because the divine masculine, especially those of you where there's been crosswords or a bit of, you know, aggro along the way, he's a bit wary about coming forward. We know it's taken him some time, and he's wary about putting things right. He needs to, he wants to, but he doesn't know what sort of reaction he's going to get. So he would like it to be in light energy. You know, the explanations may well be coming later. I don't know, we may be told about them in a moment, but he wants you preferably for the situation to be lighter when you first meet again. This is for divine masculines and divine feminines who, you know, are separate or where communication is quite difficult at the moment. It just kind of feels like he wants to move things on. As we lay more cards, we may also see whether it's for those that are, you know, spending time together also. Because it could just be that he wants to move this relationship to the new level. How else, please, Spirit? Yeah, he wants you to be clear about what it is you want from him, because he's very puzzled. He feels a bit confused, you know, and that's not unusual, let's be fair. That's not unusual for the divine masculine, but, you know, this is why he's asking for you to be very clear about what it is you want from him, because he feels like you've almost removed the emotion from the situation, like you've sort of shut down a bit. You know, he may be worried that you've moved on without him, you know, and he misses good times. He misses playfulness, lightfulness. He misses that. And this is why he's saying, please be very clear on what you want, you know, because he feels you've detached from the emotion of this situation. What else can you tell us about the divine masculine, please, and what he wants the divine feminine to know? Throat chakra. Okay, let me put these back because they're not for us. He knows there's a strong attraction. We have the chemistry card. We now have the throat chakra card. Throat chakra card, obviously all about communication. He wants to tell you how he's feeling about you. He knows there's this strong chemistry. He wants you to know that that's how he is feeling. And he's got to find the words to do that. And he wants to do that soon. But at the moment, you know, he's wondering sort of how it's going to be. He doesn't want heavy conversations. He wants to move the situation on, but he wants, if possible, to do it in a light way. You know, and that might be quite difficult for some Divine Fems if you've been, you know, and vice versa. If this situation applies the other way around, it might be quite difficult for the other twin flame, you know, because especially if there's been heavy stuff gone down. But the thing is, you need to release that negative energy, as we were saying up here, in order for him to feel confident to come in. And this isn't about him being, you know, needing to be brave or a stronger person in this moment in time. This is about him knowing and realizing that this relationship is totally magnetic, I guess the word is what, well, I'll take the word from there because I couldn't think of the correct word in that moment. And he wants to tell you that he realizes that now. But obviously he's still feeling hesitant because he doesn't know how he's going to be received. So Spirit is saying it's time to clear your energy. So what is the Divine Masculine wanting the Divine Feminine to know about how he's feeling at the moment? He's feeling a lot of love for you. Look, he wants to shine. He wants to recognize this chemistry. You know, he wants to talk to you about it. He wants to make it all right. You know, he wants your relationship to be bright and shiny and full of love and, you know, glowing basically. And, you know, again, there's such a big emphasis, words, my words muddled up, emphasis on this playfulness energy. He's terrified of the deeper stuff. This Divine Masculine is terrified of the emotion in this connection. But at the moment, he wants to talk to you about it because he feels it and he wants to be able to send, look at this energy. You know? He wants to send that energy to you. Okay? And he wants you to shine together. That's the point, you know? He wants the energy to be pure. I mean, look at this. It says the time has come to clear your energy. He wants that energy to be pure, to just shine brightly. Okay? So this is what he's wanting from you, Divine Feminine. This is what he feels that you need to know about where he, you know, where he's coming from, basically, emotionally. So I'm going to use some different cards, actually. Let's use these ones for the time being. Hope we've got enough room just to slot them in. In fact, I could move these over slightly for the moment. So on this side, Spirit, whereas that side, as we said, was the Divine Masculine and what he wanted you to know about what he's feeling at the moment. Over here, he wants you to know what he thinks. Stay with me a moment. He wants you to know what he thinks you're feeling about him at the moment. So this is going to be very interesting. What does the Divine Masculine, Spirit, feel? What is it he wants the Divine Feminine to know? How does he feel that the Divine Feminine is feeling towards him? How does he feel that the Divine Feminine is feeling towards him? Right, he feels that you want a foundation with him. He feels you want to put down, you know, to have stability with him, to put down the foundations of a new life together, okay? So he's very aware of that. And that is why he wants to move this situation on. But he's just worried because he feels there's a part of the Divine Masculine, this particular group of Divine Masculines, that feel that they have let you down in the past. Or that they're currently letting you down, you know? But he knows that this is what you want from him. And what he's wanting to tell you is he's ready to move things on. So let's see, what else does he think the Divine Feminine feels about him. What else, Spirit, please? Is it this one? Yeah, he knows that you want a loving relationship with him. And he feels the love, as he says down here. He wants to tell you that he feels it, and he realises now that there's no escape. I could have said that so much better, but you know what I mean. He doesn't want to escape. That's the point. Because he's recognising how strong that relationship is, and he recognises that this is the beginning of love. And he wants to be absolutely sure, because this is what he feels that you want from him, you know, that you actually, or that you feel this towards him, I should say. And he wants you to be very clear about how you want that to look, you know, because he's worried that you're detaching from this situation, and he knows that he's been detached from this situation, more to the point, because this is his side, you know. So he has these fears that you've let him go, as you can see with the dove, and he also has fears because he feels that he let you go. So he may have let you go in the 3D, he may have let you go physically, but he's now worrying that you're letting him go in the 5D. So spiritually, he feels a sense of detachment at the moment from you, whereas he is suddenly feeling and acknowledging, he's always felt it, but now he's acknowledging that this magnetic attraction is here, and he wants to talk to you about it. But he knows that you have love for him, and he knows that you want a life with him, you know? And it's like he wants to rush in and say, now I know why you want it. Because I realise we can't be apart. We have this chemistry, you know? So let's do some more. What else does he think? Oh, we've got a card presenting, so let's take this. Yeah, he said, look, Divine Feminine, you know, he knows that you want him to recognise this love, and that you want to actually, you want this relationship, sorry, let me pause while I gather the words. Okay, he knows that you feel that you deserve some recognition here, because it's time to recognise this chemistry, this divine connection, this magnetic attraction, okay? So he feels that you deserve that. And he feels, I'm getting all the feels muddled up here. He feels that, you know, you are feeling that you deserve these things. You know, you deserve this foundation, you deserve this love, because you have this soul connection. But he's realising it, and he wants to talk to you about it. Oh, okay. Look at, oh, they've just thrown us out a couple of, I'm going to take these as extra cards because we didn't shuffle for the last one. Look at these two extra cards. Accelerated motion and heart chakra. Love and moving quickly. Okay, so, you know, he wants to move this on quickly. He wants to show his love for you, and he wants to give you that recognition that you deserve. I don't know if you can see those. They may be just out of camera shot, but I don't want to squash in the cards anymore because I'm going to lay some tarot in a second. So what is the end row about, please, Spirit? What does Divine Masculine feel, Divine Feminine? Why does she have to clear her energy? What is this about, please? Oop. Yeah, they've just said to me, make way for good things. So, you know, it's very difficult to shine. Look at this. I love this. Look at the shine that's coming from here, and look at the shine here. Okay? So basically, the Divine Masculine is feeling that, you know, you need him to shine, You need him to bring material things in. Again, we have this theme running through with the Divine Masculines where they feel that they have to come in with a really good offer for you. So he is feeling that he has to be in a certain status or position of stability, or, you know, at least financially stable, to be able to come forward to you. And this is what he's working on at the moment, and has been for quite a long time. Things have been delayed because of all the pandemic stuff going on in the world, but you know, he wants to shine, and he wants to bring that shining light to you, you know. But he thinks that this is what you're feeling, that he needs to bring this as an offer. And isn't that interesting? Because for a long time we felt this was just the Divine Masculine's idea of what he wanted to provide, but he's actually thinking that's what you expect. That is very interesting. Right, let's pull some tarot. I'm just going to drink some water. Thank you, Spirit. Right, let's see. Spirit, let's do some clarifiers, please, if we may. Can we look at the moving on card? What tarot can you give us for the moving on? Yeah, look. How fabulous is that? If you're going to move on, look what you're going to move on to. You know, if you're choosing in life to move a situation on, as the Divine Masculine is here, he wants to move on to happy times. Move on to happiness. So whatever situation he's in at the moment, however good he may present it as, or other people may say it is, no, he wants to move on to happiness. Okay. I know, Spirit. Do you want me to take that? Sorry. They do. Okay, that's why they presented it. Okay, they want me to take the Six of Cups. Six of Cups is often about someone returning, which is very apt for a Divine Masculine read. Okay, so he wants to come back. He wants to, you know, appreciate, show you that he appreciates, you know, even the little things that you do for him. You know, he wants to bridge this gap. He wants to, I mean, it's interesting this, because here's the dove being released, but also, is he detaching from his current situation? Is he being released back to you? He wants to give to you. He wants to show appreciation for all the little things in his life. But this is often a card of return. This is how we're going to take it. He wants to return to you, and he wants to, you know, appreciate things with you and appreciate you. He wants to appreciate the love that you want, you know, to present, or that you are presenting. What else, Spirit, please? Do you want me to take that? Yeah, look, he's afraid. He wants to have this communication, but he's afraid of messing things up, you know? If you see here in the Five of Swords, we actually have one lady here causing a bit of chaos because she wants all the swords here and she wants to take control. And the others are sort of, this lady here particularly, hiding her face. So it may be that you've had communication in the past with your Divine Masculine that hasn't gone well. You know, maybe there's been tears. Maybe there's just been looks of complete dismay, as we see from these two ladies here, you know. And it's almost like the Divine Masculine is scared of having this conversation, even though he knows he desperately wants it, because he wants to tell you that he feels it. But he's scared of having this conversation because he thinks he'll mess it up and then it won't go well and you'll be feeling sad. So, you know, he's going round in circles. Again, sorry, Divine Fems, but, you know, his intention is there. You know, he wants to make this move. He wants to put things right, but he's worried he's going to mess it up. So what's this about shining, Spirit, please? What's this about shining? Yeah, he's asking you, look, we have the Moon card here, and the Moon can sometimes be a bit of a illusion, but it's also about mirroring in this particular read. The message here is about mirroring. So, you know, up here he was asking you about playfulness, and about lightening the situation, because he's worried about messing this conversation up and he wants to bring light into the situation. He is begging in his inner soul. Gosh, that sounded deep, but they're the words I've just been given. He is begging in his inner soul for you to mirror his energy. So he doesn't want this situation, you know. He's terrified of messing it up and you turning away from him again and, you know, feeling upset or sad with him. He wants you to mirror the shine energy. And he doesn't want you to be under any illusion that this is real, okay? This is what he feels for you. And this is what he wants to give to you. And this is why he's asking you to clear your energy. Because he wants you to mirror back the shining, happy, playful energy that he wants this, you know, to start your union with, basically. So why do we have foundation and achievements? What does the Divine Masculine feel that the Divine Feminine is asking for here, Spirit? He's been afraid of this in the past. In the past, it felt like it was a burden, you know, because he didn't feel that he was up to the job. He knows that you want the family life. He knows that you want, you know, the stable life and to put down good achievements, foundations, you know, and he's ready now. But he was always, it's about self-doubt here. He was worried that he wouldn't be able to hold things together for you. He wanted to be the strong person in this relationship, but he didn't feel strong enough to be able to provide the foundation for you that he felt that you wanted or that you needed. Okay? So, you know, this is what's been lacking for him. It's his lack of self-confidence here. And this has come up in other readings. I think it came up in last week's reading. Ooh. Right, okay, but they've given us an extra card. He wants to move things on, as we already know, because that came up with the accelerated motion card here. You know, the Chariot is about him being clear about the direction he wants to go in. It's about him having had choices, but now he's clearer and he wants to move things forward. It's all about forward movement. So, you know, he felt the burdens of the past and now he knows, well, he's always known that you have loving feelings for him and he's always felt those feelings, but he's denied them because of the fear of your expectations as he saw them. Does that make sense? Yeah, sorry. Sometimes I do very long sentences, so I have to say, does that make sense? Because I know it's a long sentence, but I get carried away. But he wants to move this situation forward because he's feeling this love and he's recognizing that's the difference. He's always felt it and he wants to come towards you to give you these offers, but actually, you know, he knows that you know the right path. He knows that you know that it's time to move it forward. And what he's saying here is he wants to come back and he wants to offer you a start. And it may be small gestures. You may find that he comes towards you in a playful way and offers you something light, you know. He may just contact you for a chat, for example, or, you know, and you may think, gosh, we've got such deep things to discuss. He's building up to this moment where he acknowledges the chemistry, but in the beginning, to sort of sound you out, he may well approach you in this playful, light manner. Because there's a part of him, they've just said to me, he feels you're wiser than he is. And the use of wise is quite interesting because he feels that you know how to get this relationship on track. He feels that you want to move it forward and you've been ready for a long time. And it's almost like he feels he's playing catch up. But now he's caught up. There's been a lot of soul work going on for him, a lot of inner work going on for him, shadow work, but he is fearful. but he's ready, you know. So let's see what this recognition is about, this love and this accelerated motion, please, Spirit. What is this about? Yeah, look at this. He feels that you are the most loving, gentle, caring person that there is. You know, he knows your love is pure. He knows that you have, you know, love overflowing here. You can see, I don't know if you can see that quite clearly. Oh, a shadow, light there. There's love, there's an abundance of love there. And he knows that you deserve the absolute best. And, you know, this is the beginning of love. The Ace of Cups, for me, is the same as this card. Love begins. Okay, and what he's saying here is, you know, he recognizes now, you know, he's run away from it because he had these fears that he wasn't good enough. But now he wants to talk to you about this because he recognizes the abundance of love that's between you, as well as this chemistry, this magnetic attraction. He knows that regardless of whether he's with a third party or whether he's, you know, traveling the world or whatever he's doing, he knows that you two are linked so strongly, so magnetically, that he's now opening up to that love. Let me put this here because that'll put it in camera shot, hopefully. Oh, it might just go off the edge, so let's move these over slightly. Okay, so what else, please, Spirit? What for material harvest? What else? What else does the Divine Masculine feel? Yeah, so he feels, he's worried because he feels that if he doesn't provide this material harvest and come in with a really, really good offer and being very stable so that you can build your foundations, he's worried that you will walk and that something that was very good, i.e. the connection between the two of you, he's worried that you'll be able to walk away from it. And he doesn't want you to walk away from it. So, you know, that's again letting his fears rise, these fears about not being quite good enough, you know, and this is why he wants to come together quite quickly, you know, and this is why it's saying very soon, because he's worried that if he doesn't come up with a good offer, you'll walk away from him, even though he knows that this love is intrinsically linked, you know. So on one hand, he recognizes that it's going to be here forever and that he needs to do something about it, but there is the part of him that is worried that he'll lose you forever if he doesn't come up with this good offer very soon, you know. Interesting. I wish we had just like sort of, you know, confidence injections we could give them. But, you know, we can in a way, because actually, you know, we are mirror souls. We are twin flames. So in actual fact, and this is what he's talking about, you know, mirroring the energy, because if we open up and we only send loving vibes to our twin flame, then we're sending love to them. We're making them feel that love and that connection, which makes it safer for them to come back in. Interesting. Right, I want to sorry, Spirit? Really? Okay. They want, this is really interesting the way they've got us to do this, or got me to do this today. I was just going to do some moonology cards, but they've just said to me they want another row of romance angels on top of these ones. So let's see what this brings. This is intriguing. I've never had this done before. Okay, Spirit, what do we want for playfulness then? What is the card for playfulness? They're saying flirt. Yeah, that matches playfulness pretty well. So we have playfulness. We have extend your light-hearted energy to others. Okay? To recapture the romance, allow your inner youthful spirit of fun to shine. So they want you to be playful. They want you to be flirtatious. Spirit have just said they only want you to do that with them. So they don't want you being flirtatious with anybody else because they're worried you'll walk. So it's those moments of doubt when they worry that you'll walk, because actually they know that you're so strongly linked that, you know, they know this connection's for real. So what's the mirror card for very soon, please? And that's why they're getting us to do this, because I've just realised I've asked for the mirror card, which is interesting. Okay, so they're saying keep an open mind, and it says your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectation. Now, obviously, in this context, they're asking you to clearly decide what you want so that it comes to you, okay? So obviously this isn't going to be a different person that's coming to you, because we're talking about a return of the divine masculine. But what we're talking about is his approach to you. So you may want him to come in and to have a deep heart-to-heart straight away to clear the air. But he is not able to do that, because at the moment he's trying to gauge what you feel, because this emotional stuff, heavy for him. I'm not saying it's not heavy for divine feminines, because trust me, I know. But he is wanting to come in a playful way. He wants this relationship. If it's been heavy in the past, he wants it to come in and be light. He wants to bring joy. He wants this happiness, you know. And so when they say your soulmate may differ from your usual type and expectations, what they're saying is keep an open mind about how he approaches you. So if he comes forward in a playful way, then respond in a playful way, because that way he is going to actually feel more comfortable to come on board. Come on board. Oh gosh, I do say funny things sometimes, but you know what I mean. He's going to feel more comfortable to move things forward, because he won't feel any negativity from you, is what I meant. I do worry about myself sometimes, honestly. So what do we have? What's the mirror card for chemistry, please? Wow, look at this. True love. This is the romance of a lifetime, and this is what he wants to talk to you about. This is what he recognizes, and because that is so important, we not only have the chemistry and the strong magnetic attraction that he's recognizing, but he realizes that this is the romance of a lifetime. That's why it's so difficult for him to start that conversation with you, and this is why he'll come in a light, playful way, and this is why he's worried about messing it up. Okay, so we have to allow him to come in. I love the way that Spirit are giving us these mirror cards, because we were asked to mirror his energy here, which is what we do naturally without even realizing it, and now we're getting mirror cards for these, which is amazing. So what is this about, please? Time to clear energy and releasing, please. What is this about, please, Spirit? Okay. Yeah, passion. Yeah, look at this. I mean, you really can't make this up, the way these sort of mirror each other. So they've said release your ex. So this is releasing any baggage attached to previous experiences, basically. And it says on the previous card, the time has come to clear your energy. Okay. And then we have, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. Again, lifting the energy, shining. Divine masculine asking you to mirror this energy, knowing that he's trying to mirror your energy. And if he's trying to mirror your energy and you're, you know, at rock bottom, that's the energy that he will bring. And in fact, he won't even bring it, because he'll just be stuck in his rock bottom energy, you know. So they're saying, allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. And that mirrors perfectly what we have up there in terms of playfulness and flirting. I love this reading. I love this simply because it's so simplistic in the way it's laid out. Thank you, Spirit, for that, because I would never have laid it out like that. But that is really interesting. Please let me know whether you enjoyed this reading and you like this layout, because it's something that we could look at doing in the future if Spirit wants us to do that. I'm very guided by them. They've just said to me, pull angel cards. I was going to wrap it up there. So let's just do one or two of these angel cards and see what the angel messages are. What's the angel messages for the Divine Feminines, please? What are the angel messages for the Divine Feminines, please? What are your angel messages for the Divine Feminines, please? Oh, look at that. Romance. It's on its way, Divine Fems. And there's something better. So what they're saying here is, you can't get better than your Divine Masculine, frankly. They're saying that, you know, they're, in terms of this relationship, it can be better. And something better is coming. So if you've been going through tough times with your relationship with your twin flame, know that things are going to improve. Know that they're going to get better. Know that the romance is going to get better. And let me see. Oh, they've given us a card that says no. I don't know why they've given us that. We'll have to clarify that. Let's see. And choose a new direction. Okay. So, you know, this is about you. We will clarify this in a moment because I want to make sure we're on the right track here. Yeah, they're saying that, you know, as it is at the moment. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, what they're saying is, as it is at the moment, you know, you just want this romance in your life. You want it in the 3D, but it's not being as you want it. Okay, but it is going to get better, you know. There is something better coming in terms of this romance. And it's going to take a new direction. They want me to clarify it, and I want to clarify it because what they're saying is, and this is very much what we've been talking about, you know, the romance you wanted isn't as you wanted it to be, which is why they've given us no, it's not as you wanted it to be. You want it to be better, and therefore it will take a different direction. So as we said, when the Divine Masculine comes in, it may not be in the way that you thought it was going to be. His approach may be different to what you imagined your union to be. So be open-minded, as it said here. Let's just pull some cards for that, and then we really will draw it to a close. Otherwise it'll be the longest video in the world again. So please give us a card for romance, Spirit. What's the card for romance, please? Okay, yeah, there's going to be clarity. You're going to be seeing things a lot clearer, Divine Feminine. Be careful not to be too cold when he comes in, because if he comes in a playful way and you are feeling you want this deep conversation, you know, you may have your defences up. That isn't going to help this romance to move forward one iota. So, you know, you will be able to see things more clearly, though. Swords are always about clarity. So, you know, you will see the way forward more clearly if you allow him to come in the way he needs to in the beginning. Why do we have something better here, please, Spirit? Yeah, you see, he's going to come in with an offer, and he's going to, it may be small. It may not be the big conversation you want initially. It's coming, but he's trying to find a way. But he's going to come in with some form of solid offer, and it may be something tiny. It may even be something like, you know, you want him to come in and declare his undying love for you, but actually he may come in and invite you out for a drink. Okay? Don't be disappointed. Don't become a cold person, you know, because you're disappointed. It's his way of testing the waters and gaining some confidence. But, you know, it will make things better if you allow him to come in the way he needs to. So why do we have no, Spirit? What's this about, please? Sorry, they do make me laugh sometimes. Oh gosh, you have to have humour in this. It would drive you insane in the twin flame reading sometimes, wouldn't it? I know, because I'm a twin flame, that's why I'm saying that. I'm not being offensive. But the reason I laughed was because they gave us a card of no, and I was thinking, okay, it's not as you want the romance to be. Yeah, we get that. But actually, they're saying, don't behave like this. So for a start off, they're saying to you, look, the romance is coming, but don't approach it in a cold way, you know? If he comes in and wants to be playful or he wants to take you on a date, don't say, well, we haven't talked about all that happened before, and chop him down, basically. They said, you know, because if you do that, you'll be turning your back on something really beautiful, you know, and you will make this connection more complicated. Look at the reason I laughed is look at her face and her body language. She's like, no, I'm not going to talk to you. You're not saying what I want to hear. And you may be offering really nice cups. You may be coming in with your offer, but it's not what I want. And because it's not what I want, I'm not going to listen to you. You can almost feel her saying it. So they're saying, don't turn your back on it, Divine Feminine. Don't do it. Because he's doing it in the way he can cope with in the early stages. The bigger conversations will come. Okay, so is this the new direction one, Spirit? It is. Okay, yeah. So it might not be, things may be a bit different and may go off at a bit of a tangent in a way that you weren't expecting. And this is the Devil card. So this is about, you know, things not presenting themselves as you expect. So again, this is the Mirror card for this one, you know. He is going to come in with this little offer, but it isn't going to be as you envisaged it being, which is the sort of, you know, the grand gesture and the undying love declaration. It's not going to be like that because he can't do that. So, you know, you may feel that there's something going on that's underhand. You may feel that, you know, it's not as you expected it to be, and that might be really puzzling for you. But go with it, be playful, enjoy your interaction with your Divine Masculine, because then he will gain the confidence for it to grow. Okay? All right. I'm going to leave it there because otherwise I'm going to get into mischief. I hope you enjoyed the reading. And please let me know what your thoughts were about the reading. Please tick the like. And please remember to subscribe and click the notification bell so that you get notifications of any future videos that I do. I've now got a load of love readings to do for all the birth signs for this, not for this week, for the coming month of September. So I need to try and complete those this week. But if I get called by Spirit to do some more twin flame readings in the meantime, I certainly shall do so. So if you'd like to see the love readings or any future readings, please make sure you subscribe. And thank you all for joining me. Take care, Divine Fems. Bye.